cold. Skyrim was never this cold before. It's the chill of the grave. Something I know of all too well. The unbreachable Markarth. Why have you brought your grey host here, Rodda al-Suron? What do you seek in the ruins below? An ancient darkness stirs, but it will not remain in the shadows. We must put an end to this madness with our light, our strength, our hope. We must take back Skyrim.
Hi and welcome. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Violet. In this episode, we begin the Markarth portion of the Dark Heart of Skyrim story, and I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. I love this story, and I really hope you enjoy it.
To see you. Now go, before I gut you.
The Ard needs to hear what I have to say, my friend. It is imperative that we speak. Well, good to see you, my friend. I could use an ally in this desolate place. The Grey Host has turned his attention upon the Reach, but the local ruler refuses my help. This so-called Despot of Markarth thinks walls and sentries will hold back their fury.
The Despot of Markarth?
Ard. He rules the Reach from Understone Keep in Markarth. I've come to offer my help against the Grey Host, but he has turned me away time and time again. Meanwhile, even here, in the shadow of the city, the Grey Host plots and conspires.
Tell me more about the Grey Host.
It's an alliance of vampires, witches, and werewolves bent on slaughter and destruction. To protect the Reach, I need to learn why the Grey Host has come here. And I need to secure the cooperation of Ard. Would you be willing to help me?
I'll help figure out what the Grey Host is planning and get you in to see the Despot of Markarth.
With your help, we may save the Reach yet. While I continue to exert diplomatic pressure, I need you to find information the Ard will consider valuable. Something concerning the rebels that plague his rule, perhaps. Start by talking to the sentry.
Tell me, how will information get us an audience with Ard?
Reach folk deal in bargains. They respect strength and skill, and they believe in rewarding favors. If we can bring something important to the Ard while demonstrating these qualities, I think he'll agree to hear us out.
You really want to work with someone called the Despot of Markarth?
If we're to stop the Grey Host and help the Reach, we don't have a choice. At the very least, we need his resources and support. In my time here, I have heard about these rebels, but I'm not sure the extent of their rebellion. See what you can learn.
Okay, I will see what I can learn about the rebels and their rebellion.
Remember, remain respectful but wary when dealing with Reach folk. They don't suffer long speeches, or even short ones. Keep your conversation with the sentry brief and to the point. Once you find something, meet me in Markarth at Understone Keep.
Why has the Grey Host come to the Reach?
This Grey Host is somehow connected to the army that ravaged the land in the First Era. Like their ancient counterpart, I assume they seek to conquer and destroy. I need to learn more to know for sure. Meanwhile, we must get the Reach to prepare.
But the Reach folk are barbarians, aren't they?
No, of course not. I won't mince words. The Reachmen are a stubborn and unruly people. They resort to violence at the least provocation, but despite the opinion of most civilized Tamriel, They aren't frothing barbarians.
They're not?
The Reach folk possess a distinct culture that you'll see during your time here. They also enjoy the same capacity for virtue and evil as Bretons, Nords, and the other peoples of Tamriel. Animal skins don't make one a barbarian. Actions do.
Why do you care about this Grey Host and the Reach?
As a noble of Rivenspire, I'm here under the guise of a diplomatic mission. However, as the leader of the Raven Watch, my real purpose remains to protect mortals from all manner of supernatural threats.
The Raven Watch?
Brace yourself. The Raven Watch consists of honorable vampires dedicated to restraining the less desirable elements in our brethren. This mandate extends to other supernatural threats, of which the Grey Host is certainly one. And yes, I am a vampire.
You're good vampires that kill evil vampires.
We do not kill unless no other option presents itself. We seek to offer our kin a different path, to help them find a way to live alongside mortals without fear or temptation. By words and deeds, if possible. By force, if necessary.
I don't have a problem working with a vampire.
I appreciate the sentiment. The Raven Watch seeks to build a world where mortals and supernaturals can live together in peace. The Grey Host has a different idea, which is why I've come to stop them. I give you my solemn oath. You can trust me.
I'm not sure why they go through all that when my character, I mean, I've gone through all of her faction quests and some of the other faction quests, and in one of them, for Rivenspire, that's where you meet Count Verandis. So you know about the Raven Watch. I guess it's for new players. Alright, so let's talk to this Sentry Bodfi, whatever her name is.
Didn't you hear? You and that fancy bastard aren't welcome here. Get, or I'll make a scarf out of your guts.
Listen, the Grey Host has come back to the Reach. Count Verandis wants to help stop them.
We know all about the Blood Drinkers and the Beast Folk. We were dealing with them just fine before Ard called us back to Markarth. The Witch Rebels are a bigger threat, along with outsiders who try to get into our business.
Witch Rebels?
Some wilder witch has been stirring up the clans to the east of Markarth, making trouble for Ard But we'll have her head on a pike soon enough. Look, if you want to see the Ard, then bring news he doesn't know. Something about the rebels.
Okay, so we have to find some news. Alright, so let me look at the map here and see where we go. I am right here. So aha, we have to go over here, here, and here. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this way shrine and go to this way shrine. Okay, because I forget how to get around this city. The city can be pretty confusing. Alright, so let's do that. Gather information. Okay, now let me see what am I closest to. We'll go to... Let's take this road and do this one first. The Reach landscape is a bit different, sort of, than Western Skyrim. Although it is like Southern Skyrim. Aha, gather information. Oh, there we go.
Damn witch rebels are as bad as the damn vampires. Get away from me, you reeker. You think a Reach warrior with only one good leg can't cut you? Well, think again.
I just want to know what happened to you. Was it the Grey Host?
The Grey Host? Does it look like I've been bitten or clawed? It was the damn witch rebels. And they can't tell a Reach folk from a monster any better than you can. They thought I was one of those invaders. Spirits, take the lot of them.
The witch rebels are hunting the Grey Host?
Aye, like a pack of wild dogs they were. Kept shouting, Arana, Arana, as they bore down on me. I took an arrow in the leg before they listened to me. Before they decided I wasn't an invader. I think Arana spoke to me. I think she was their leader.
Any idea where the rebels came from?
No, like ghosts these rebels are. I plan to return to Markarth and petition the Ard to let me take a war party out to find them. They must be hiding in the eastern foothills. I don't care if they are fighting the Grey Host. They're mine.
Good luck with that. Okay, the next one is, I think the best way to go would be this way. I think. Yeah, I'm going the right route. Okay, so... Oh, there's a Harrow Storm. But we won't get distracted by the Harrow Storm. No. Am I going in the right direction? No, it's up here somewhere. Okay, let me see if I can find a... Is that a player? No, it's baddies. Baddies! Oh, Jesus. Forgot about him. Minotaur! Ah, shit. Another Minotaur. Dang it. Yeah, this is the way to go, I believe. See if I can get up this way. Sometimes it's too... Nope, too steep. Too steep. It's over there. Why can't I go this way? I don't understand. Nope. Nope, okay. Alright. I have to try to find another way. Oh. There it is. I think I did this the first 2 times around. Went up the wrong side. Ooh, a death hound. Grey Host Intelligence Dispatch. Brothers and sisters, our spies in Markarth report that members of the Witches' Rebellion have infiltrated the city. They gather in homes and street corners, urging their filthy kin to leave the city and join them in the hills to the east. No normal, self-respecting mortal would trade a warm house for a bearskin hovel, but as our Ashen Lord routinely reminds us, the Reach folk are neither normal nor self-respecting. We cannot allow any Reach folk to evacuate the city, Any barbarian found wandering the hills and forests of this god-forsaken land is fair game. Let these rebels fear the woods and flee the night. The sooner they die, the sooner our plans come to fruition. Bound in blood. Pentarch Hotring. Okay. And the third one is... Gotta go back to Markarth. So it was really funny when I first played this DLC. I thought Markarth was the land, but it's called the Reach, which is part of Skyrim. It's like the southwestern corner of Skyrim. But anyway, I was looking for it on the map and I couldn't find Markarth. And I'm like, I know it's here.
I'm done waiting for Ard to muster the clans.
Are you now? And what do you plan to do about it? Join those rebels? You wouldn't have the first clue about how to find them.
That's where you're wrong. Connell says they're gathering in the eastern foothills.
Well, then your head can wind up on a pike with the rest of them, you damn fool.
Okay, I guess I'm supposed to listen to that conversation. Anyway, as I was saying, so I couldn't find Markarth on the list for maps, on our map list. So I actually had to go online and look it up. Oh, I'm such a dork sometimes.
None of these weak strangers could face a true Leech's challenge.
Okay, so we go back to Markarth. And as you can see, the architecture in Markarth is kind of different than the rest of the eastern and western Skyrim. I need to go... It's kind of cool though, because it's built into a mountain. See? Pretty neato, huh? Where's Count Verandis? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, my friend. Was your hunt successful? You couldn't have timed your arrival any better. Ard holds court as we speak. We'll never have a better chance to gain an audience with him. Did your investigation uncover anything we can use? What did you learn?
The rebel leader might be Arana. They're gathering in the eastern hills.
Arana? I have heard that name during my time here. Did you happen to learn what these rebels are rebelling against?
Not exactly, but they have spies in the city urging people to flee to the hills.
Flee the city? With a grey host prowling the countryside? Well, that's 3 valuable pieces of information. I want you to represent me before Ard. Explain what you learned and convince him to finally agree to meet with me.
Okay, I'll present my findings and try to convince the Ard to meet with you.
Speak with the Ard Sentry. You'll need to convince her to gain an audience with Kadok. I think the information you uncovered about the rebels will be enough to interest the Despot of Markarth, but you can never be too certain with Reach folk.
Why don't you come with me to speak to the Ard?
I'm lucky to have made it this far into the city. Kadok and his entourage have little patience for a noble such as myself, especially a noble from a land they consider to be the home of their enemy. Now, this task is better in your hands.
So, what will you be doing while I'm trying to see the Ard?
I shall wait around here and continue to discreetly learn what I can about the Reach and its people. I also want to think about Arana and her rebels. Maybe there's a way to add them to our arsenal. Go. I'll be here when you get back.
Okay. I am on my way, Count Verandis. Her again.
You again? You dare to disgrace Understone Keep with your presence, outsider? That takes guts, I'll give you that. What's your business in the Ard's Keep?
I bring information from Count Verandis concerning the witch rebels.
Do you now? And you want to share that information with Ard Kadok? You're certainly full of surprises, outsider. All right, I'll allow you to approach the throne, if your courage holds out. Fair warning, the Ard's in a foul temper today.
I understand.
Not yet you don't, but you will. Ard Kadok's as likely to remove your head from your shoulders as listen to you, so talk fast, outsider. And remember, the Ard has no patience for fools or flatterers. Keep that in mind.
I will, thank you. So we're gonna go see the yard. The Ard, not the yard. Oop. Excuse me. Excuse me, little animal. I need to speak to the Ard.
What fool do I have to behead for letting you in here? You're not of the Reach or the clans. You've either got the sense of a goat or the heart of a saber cat, and I'm eager to find out which. Now, speak plainly. What brings you to the Despot of Markarth?
I bring information about the witch rebels from Count Verandis Ravenwatch.
The fancy elf, who won't take no for an answer, huh? Yeah, he should have made this offer earlier. News concerning the rebels is a beast worth skinning. Tell me something I don't know, and I won't have you fed to my hunting dogs.
They have spies in the city, urging your people to flee to the eastern foothills.
Spies? In my city? Well, that would explain some things, but that and a vague location aren't enough to get me to sit down and drink with a high elf. What else have you got? And remember, my patience is wearing thin.
I think the leader of the witch rebels is named Arana.
I know that name. She's a honey-tongued fanatic who refused to bear your sword when I forged a peace with the Grey Host. She's slippery, eh? But I didn't realize she led the rebels. Sniffing out a Reach witch. That commands respect. For now.
I'm sorry. Did you say you made peace with the Grey Host?
Aye. They agreed to spare the city while they look for some ancient relic. Dwarven, I suspect. They can have it. Verandis wants to meet? Then talk to my advisor, Lady Boleyn. Track down Arana for her, and I'll listen to every word he has to say.
All right. I'll speak to Lady Boleyn. Sorry about that. I wanted to take a screenshot. I might use it for a thumbnail. Maybe.
I couldn't help but overhear Ard Kadok's voice it carries. Now tell me about the leader of the witch rebels. The name you provided? Arana, I believe you said?
Yes. Ard Kadok asked me to help you find her.
Ah, therein lies the problem. Reach witches are experts at losing themselves in the many caves and copses that decorate the landscape. It's like finding a tooth in a hen's beak. Most witches give deference to the Ard. Arana is a troublemaker.
So Ard Kadok wants you to find her?
Actually, that task falls to you. A favor for a favor, yes. That's how business works here. Locate the rebels. Find Arana and urge her to stop meddling in Markarth's affairs. Do that, and you shall earn a place for you and your count in the Reach.
Okay, I will find Arana.
That look on your face. I know curiosity when I see it. Very well. I can spare a few more moments before sending you off on your task. What does the outsider in Ard Kadoc's court wish to know?
The first thing I wish to know is, you look as out of place in this court as I do.
While I may not have been born and raised in the Reach, I have earned my place as friend and counselor to Ard Kadoc. His subjects call me a keep witch. I assure you, this is a term of the utmost respect among the Reach folk.
How did you wind up at Ard Kadoc's side?
A genuine desire for peace brought me here. The Reach finds itself beset from all sides. Orcs, Nords, Bretons, Imperials, they all seek the destruction of the Reach folk. I try to serve as a bridge of sorts.
Excuse me, a bridge?
Yes, a bridge between the Reach and the civilized world. There's simply no reason that the people of Tamriel should go on killing each other. We have an opportunity to build a kinder, better Tamriel. I'm here to help make that future come to pass.
What's the rebellion all about?
What is any rebellion all about? Malcontents chafing against the established order, stirring up trouble. They're a nuisance, nothing more.
If they're just a nuisance, why do you want me to find Arana?
It's a matter of timing. Since the arrival of the Grey Host, the land beyond the city walls has become perilous. The Ard urges everyone to take shelter here in Markarth, while Arana calls them away. Her reckless endeavor will get everyone killed.
I thought Ard Kadoc said he made peace with the Grey Host.
Peace, yes, of a sort. As long as we stay out of their way, the Grey Host has no quarrel with us. Besides, the walls of Markarth are impregnable. The Reach folk are perfectly safe in here. Now go, find Arana. A favor performed is a favor returned.
Before I go, tell me about Ard Kadoc.
A history lesson? Very well. Kadoc is the cousin of the late Emperor Leovic. He was appointed ruler of Markarth and has governed this region ever since.
I've heard him called both Ard and the Despot of Markarth.
Ard is an ancient title that translates to King of the Fort. The fort being Markarth and Understone Keep. As for that other epithet, it's a name given to him by enemies and outsiders. He may be cruel at times, but he's no tyrant.
Why isn't he just called the King of the Reach?
Reach folk have a saying. Anyone can be a king in the Reach. No one can be a king of the Reach. Few Reach folk will accept a true sovereign. It isn't in their nature. Of course, that makes Kadoc's attempts to safeguard this region, complicated.
Okay, so now... Oh, I gotta go straight. Need to find the rebels, but first we will talk to Count Verandis. I'm gonna be doing a playthrough of Rivenspire after I'm finished with this, with the Dark Heart of Skyrim, and you'll get
Here, my friend. I want your audience with the Ard.
You'll get to know more about Count Verandis and the Raven Watch there.
Before you run off, tell me about your audience with Ard
Ard sent me to his advisor, Lady Belaine. They asked me to find the rebel leader, Arana.
Impressive. You accomplished more in mere moments than I've been able to do since I arrived in this savage land. We'll find Arana, see if the witch rebels will join our cause. I will continue my own investigations and meet you back here.
Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my video. And of course, if you enjoyed it, smash that thumbs up for me and feel free to leave a comment. Be safe, be well, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!